Hey Adam, it's Brandon from Shitty Song of the Week. I know I'm late to it, but I guess I can congratulate you on 50 episodes. I mean, don't get me wrong, it's great that you stuck with it for that long, but you couldn't wait another 2 weeks? Dude, you prematurely shot your wad celebrating 50 episodes when your 1 year anniversary is right around the corner. Don't get me wrong, it's a great episode. But how are you going to celebrate a year? With yet another Mad Dog Mike episode? Yeah, that's going to go over well. Anyways, dude, congrats on your podcast not even making it a year. I guess that's worth celebrating.
Living a life of obscurity. I want a life of absurdity. I'm an old man, but you fuck with me. If you don't, I'm done with thee.
The topic of today's episode is a comedian who claims to have been doing comedy for over 3 years. I'm talking about comedian Aaron Trahan. No, not Aaron Trahan, the mobile DJ and karaoke host from South Carolina that I found on LinkedIn. Not even the really attractive Aaron Trahan from Texas on Instagram with a really sweet house, a cute friggin' baby, and a smoke show of a wife. We are talking comedian Aaron Trahan, the one who received his associate's degree in computer science in 1999, and then his bachelor's in computer science from California State University in 2004. That's right, I went deep on this one. His listed skills are PHP, HTML, CSS, HTML5, holy shit, C++, and many other acronyms that go way the fuck over my head, but I was familiar with some of them. I used to use HTML to build shitty websites in the late 90s. That being said, I don't have any of those degrees, and Aaron does. And his website, comedianaet.com, is hilariously bad. It looks like it was built on a fax machine. But we aren't here to talk about his webpage. We're here to talk about his social media presence, his podcasts, his YouTube channels, and his stand-up comedy. If you enjoy listening to comedians completely bomb and eat shit, stick around. Welcome, listener. This is The Internet is a Toilet. There is way too much to cover. For example, every week he uploads every single one of his open mic sets edited together as one podcast episode, so even if it's an hour and a half long, it's the same 3 to 5 minutes of jokes on repeat with varying sound qualities ranging from unlistenable to holy shit, this is even worse. About once a month, he uploads 3 to 4 hour long episodes of him and his friends playing Dungeons and Dragons, sometimes in a restaurant, probably Madhouse Comedy Club, where he is employed as the restaurant manager. I know when I think of fine cuisine, I think of comedy clubs that sell food. Before we go deep into Aaron, let's check out some reviews for Madhouse Comedy Club, specifically about the top-notch comedy cuisine. Madeline C. gave it a 1 star. The waitstaff informed us that the kitchen was all out of salads. And to top it all off, one of the comedians got into a fight with some audience members. What a disaster. And it must have been a disaster with this excessive punctuation. What a disaster! Exclamation point, exclamation point, exclamation point. Joe L. lit him up with a 1 star. Don't order takeout from them. They ignore all your special instructions. Ordered through DoorDash and asked for a few small changes, and they completely ignored all of them. LMAO. Even left out the sauces that the menu says comes with the items I ordered. And the food isn't good enough to eat dry without the sauces. This is coming from Joe L., the asshole that ordered DoorDash from a comedy club! Exclamation point, exclamation point, exclamation point. Elaine M. also drops a 1 star and says, "We are on vacation from Northern California. Looking forward to the fine cuisine of San Diego. This was not it. The food was not edible. The fish and chips were cold, still frozen inside. The pork sliders were even worse. They waited until they closed to send us our food, so we couldn't talk to them about it. We waited for 2 hours for our food to be delivered 2 blocks away. Hope their comedy show is better than their food." I doubt it. And it makes sense that the person looking forward to fine cuisine of San Diego would order it delivery and also spell cuisine wrong. There is no Q in cuisine, Elaine M. Shame on you. And lastly, Terrell W. drops a 1 star and says, "I was excited to order, but now I am very disappointed. This is what I wasted my money on. I ordered food from a comedy club. You'd expect the food to be edible, but not a joke. So sad to say this food is a joke. Was that an attempt at a joke? My curly fries are drier than Popeye's biscuits. I'm literally squeezing the fry in my hand and it will not break. What the fuck? I'm just trying to imagine squeezing a French fry in your hand to break it, not bending, or what the fuck? Wow, Madhouse Comedy Club sounds like the place to be. Very far away from. And as far as Aaron's comedy goes, you can tell he's going for something along the lines of the anti-comedy greats, Andy Kaufman, Norm Macdonald, Neil Hamburger, with some Mitch Hedberg thrown in there too. Aaron is big on the word humor, as I call it, not even really puns.
Have you ever wondered what baby Jesus' first word was? Was it mommy? Daddy? God? Jesus? Okay, that's all I got. Thank you, I'm Aaron.
I don't get it. There's a lot of his jokes that I don't get, and there's a lot that I do get. But maybe he should have just Sharpied over that one, crumbled it up, lit it on fire, put it in a microwave, and thrown it into the ocean. Just like this one.
So sometimes I feel the pressure to write new jokes. But then I realize I just have to go to the bathroom.
Another great place for throwaway jokes is Twitter. What do I mean by throwaway jokes? Well, I'm glad you asked. Follow Aaron on Twitter at ComedianAET, and you'll get zingers like, I wanted to write a joke about Christmas, but I don't want Santa to find out. 'Cause Santa's always watching, get it? Once I tried to date an archaeologist, but she said that I'm 1,000 years early. She'll dig me up later. Because we know archaeologists always date 1,000-year-old people. Well, 1,050. I keep trying to write a timeless joke, but it takes me at least 5 nanoseconds to think of one. See what I mean about the word humor? Ha-har-har. I used to be a heavy drinker, but I almost died from mercury poisoning. Yes, that's the kind of caliber of jokes that we will be hearing today. I hope you didn't die from laughter after hearing those. I also hope you didn't die from tossing your body into a wood chipper after hearing those. Let's jump into his podcast archives. The oldest one I could find dates all the way back to July 1st, my birthday, in 2017. Happy birthday belated to me.
Along this journey, it's my duty to pose these questions, even if they tear down the very fabric that I'm building. There is no hook. There is no beat. It's just me on repeat. There is no hook. There is no beat. It's just me on repeat.
Don't worry though, we aren't here to cover his career as a rapper. We're here for the comedy, the laughs, the hee-haws.
Yeah. I'm like a lot of people. I just feel like I have one viral video in me. Just somewhere deep inside, I can just post a video and it'll just go viral, you know? Well, my luck, it will cause the zombie apocalypse.
Ha ha ha, ha ha ha, ha ha ha. Get it? Viral? Zombie apocalypse? Virus? I'll give him credit. He wasn't even performing out yet. He was just starting to write jokes and then put them in his podcast.
I wanted to write a dirty joke, but I just couldn't fucking do it. So instead, I tried to masturbate.
I get that one. And did you hear the tag/misdirect? One thing about Aaron is that he is the master tagger. It's like he went to a tag sale and bought them all. And to prove it, I'm going to take that back a few seconds to the masturbate tag. Masturbate.
So instead, I tried to masturbate. But they go so fast on those fly fishing videos. I just couldn't get the hang of baiting my own hook. The nice lady down by the dock said she would teach me, but I was too embarrassed. So I said, no thanks, I'm gonna go home and practice.
What did I tell you? But again, these jokes are almost 5 years old. He didn't start performing comedy live until 3 years ago. Another podcast that he puts out, which I mentioned, is a Dungeons and Dragons podcast, which can sometimes be over 4 fucking hours. But is it really a Dungeons and Dragons podcast? Nay, nay, nay. He turns a recording device on, puts it on the table, and then they nerd out. Sometimes they talk about what you would expect, and please excuse the quality.
So you threw dream dust into the fire?
Yeah, there's there's a beautiful woman. And then
no, in the fire.
But sometimes they just chit-chat about coffee.
It's like, okay, yeah, I could switch to green tea and then switch to lemon water and then just switch to water, and for my routines, for my morning routines and stuff like that. I know how to do it, and I've done it periodically, but I enjoy coffee.
And smoothies.
You know what fucks your teeth up really bad?
A lot of sugary.
Blended fructose.
Yeah.
Even brushing my teeth, my teeth are just super gritty.
And naps?
And then your body's like, no, we're still in sleep mode, and you fight that.
At 30 minutes is when that special sleep.
You hit the deep sleep, the REM or whatever. No, it's before REM.
He also previously hosted another podcast called Inside Voices.
Welcome to Inside Voices.
Inside Voices describes itself as, there are voices that I have inside my head. People call in to interact with these characters.
We are the inside voices of Aaron Trahan Radio, and we have created our own station. We've broken away. Yes, this is Scare Eye.
And yes, this is Paul, and I'm a tick.
The first voice you heard was Scare Eye. And in case you were wondering what Scare Eye is...
Now, you've heard of demons before, yes? Well, I'm not a demon from the physical realm. I'm a demon of the mind, of the imagination. I invade people's dreams and turn them into nightmares. Or I invade their nightmares and I give it a little poke.
That one made me laugh. Kidding. Now let's check out one of the voicemails that someone left for Scare Eye.
Anyways, I just want to say, will you kill Ron for me? Because he's being really mean. Okay, he said I couldn't stab him in the neck. So I'm just wondering if I can hire you to stab him in the neck. Kavana, what?
Are you telling people to stab me in the neck and to kill me, basically assassinate me?
Yeah.
I'll go get the padlock.
Yay!
I'm sorry, I'm trying to get through these as fast as I can. I honestly wish this next clip was the entire series of Inside Voices.
Welcome to Inside Voices. Goodbye.
And the last assorted podcast clip that is not from his stand-up that I want to play you is his laugh.
That's like the car whining and 8,000 RPM.
This was the exact moment that I realized I could possibly be researching an actual crazy person. In fear for my life, I ended up reaching out to Aaron, asking his permission to do this show, so now I will only half sleep in fear for the rest of my life. Let's check out some of comedian Aaron Trahan's YouTube videos. He only has 48 subscribers right now, so go find him and help him out. One of his video series is How to Ride a Unicycle and
in today's video, it's how to ride a unicycle and figure out the meaning of life. Whatever it is, you have to just put meaning into your life. That's the meaning of life.
The meaning of life is to put meaning in your life. Did he read that on a fucking Hobby Lobby pillow? What other stuff do you think he can do while riding a unicycle?
In today's episode, it's going to be how to ride a unicycle and brush your teeth. So I'm riding a unicycle and I'm brushing my teeth at the same time.
And now we have advanced to the point where Aaron has decided to start putting himself out there as a live stand-up comedian. But before he performs live in front of a crowd, he must film himself practicing his open mic routine and post it on YouTube.
I try to keep an open mind, but every time I drill a hole in my head, I just bleed. Have you ever had a shadow on your heart? I did for a time. I think it was my head, but then the doctor sewed up my chest and he said, "Don't take everything so literally."
And at the end of this video, he says,
"Okay, goodbye. Thanks for watching. I got a stand-up set tonight."
I would have told him he needs to practice a little harder, because a big harder may hurt his back. But better having a hurt back than a hurt forward. Speaking of forward, 1 word, 2 word, 3 word, moving forward. I can do it too.
No, you can't. You are terrible at most things. No. No, no, no.
Okay, enough of the blue balls. Are you finally ready to hear how well Aaron goes over in front of an actual audience? The answer just may surprise you. Or will it? The next clip is the first jokes he told, and he starts with a bang.
So I wrote these jokes in the basement, so hopefully they're not too deep. Okay. So I write my jokes spontaneously, so sometimes I catch on fire.
This is brutal, right? Remember how before we were talking about how Aaron was the king of tagging his own jokes? Well, get a pad and a paper out, play along, and try to see how many attempts at pretzel jokes he will make. The answer won't surprise you.
I met this girl and she said, "I love a good pretzel." Yeah, you know, being a comedian, I just had to say, have you ever had an evil one? Yeah, they're really twisted. Yeah, I'm glad you like that. She didn't like that. In fact, she got a little salty. Yeah. It actually got so bad, I had to dip. Yeah. So now I have to muster up the courage to call her back. Yeah, I gotta think of a way to butter her up. Yeah, I think she was too hard on me. Or maybe I'm just going soft. Yeah. Does anybody know the sign language for pretzel?
Hey, you're still here? Holy shit! That was over 1 minute of pretzel jokes. I'm surprised you stuck around. The jokes went over so well, obviously, that he sells pretzel joke t-shirts. Head to comedianaet.com to check it out. The front reads, "Have you ever had an evil one?" And the back says, "They're really twisted." I ordered mine. For real. That was also kind of a little life insurance for him to not come kill me. I'm personally looking forward to owning a shirt that only has the punchline to a joke on it and no setup for context at all. How about a bunch of quick little one-liners that are guaranteed to have you shutting this episode off early?
I bought a bucket yesterday, so now I can cross that off my shopping list. I picked my friend up from the airport so he wouldn't have to get on the airplane. Have you ever told so many inside jokes that your mom told you to go play outside? One time I wrote 1,000,000 jokes. Yeah, but then I realized I was exaggerating.
I'm going to assume and hope that wasn't the kind of reaction that Aaron was looking for. Want to hear some crowd work? That's always fun.
What is your name, sir?
I'm Sean.
Nice to meet you, Sean. Are you doing comedy tonight?
I'm not.
Oh, okay. Well, you look funny, so that's a start. You're welcome.
Bravo, bravo! Now how about some always funny your mom jokes?
I'm not a geologist, but your mom is so fat that the earth is flat now. Sorry, Mom. Yeah, I'm not an astrophysicist, but the only thing that attracts people to your mom is her gravity. I am a computer scientist, so back when they were trying to figure out if the universe was a computer simulation, I asked your mother. Because when she sat down, she created the Big Bang, so I figured she would know.
Like I said earlier, it's definitely anti-comedy. He could probably feed off the dead silence for all we know. Like this.
One time, I told the funniest joke in a cabin. Yeah, but nobody remembers because they all had a fever. Yeah.
Oh boy, get it? 'Cause if you're in a cabin, you have a cabin fever. That's why it's named that. Har har, har. We're very close. If you're still here, don't quit yet. There's just a couple more jokes to get through, like this new observation about vitamin D.
Let the sun hit your body. Start making that vitamin D. Yeah, let the sun hit you all over. Get that vitamin D all over your body. Yeah, get that D.
That quote, joke, unquote, lasted for another minute. Close to a minute and a half, just to say, vitamin dick. And our last joke of the day, coming from the great comedian Aaron Trahan, is another tag fest. How many licks will it take to get to the funny part of this joke?
I don't really believe in God. I want to say I'm an atheist, but God doesn't want me to lie. Have you ever just lied in the street? Me neither. No one believes me. Besides, they can't hear me with their windows rolled up. Have you ever just rolled up to a place? Me neither. I'm not that flexible.
Not flexible enough to roll up to a place? I'd like to see what he considers rolling down a hill. I personally would do it horizontally, but I'm enjoying imagining watching him roll down a hill in the somersault position. His comedy career is similar to my hat. It's never taken off. Get it? 'Cause he's not funny, and I'm balding. Bad. If you've made it this long, boy, am I proud of you. It wasn't easy, and I hope you don't blame me. I've spent the past 72 hours putting myself through an excruciating deep dive on him. And lucky enough for you, I can trim it down into a cute, short presentation. Still about 5 to 10 times longer than his average set, so, you know what, if you are here, do blame me. Not even Aaron tries to submit people to this much him. Everything I gathered today was from YouTube, Anchor.fm, ComedianAET.com, TikTok, LinkedIn, Yelp, and even Alumnius.net, Alumnius.net, Alumnias.net. Therefore proving that the internet is a toilet. Make sure to check out our website, toilet.show, for links to socials, merch, and more. While there, you can support the show and sign up for our Patreon and get all the bonus audio content for just $1 a month. If you don't do Patreon and you still want to support the show, we've added our PayPal and Venmo links to the site. Just check out toilet.show for all of that and more. And please rate and review wherever you do such podcast things. And get in touch. Tell me about some shitty shit on the internet that you know about that I may not. But until then.
Bye, have a great time.
Ladies and gentlemen, I give you today's Smool.com karaoke compilation. For more terrible karaoke, go to Smool.com. That's Smool, SMULE.com.
It's been
1 week since you looked at me, cocked your head aside, said I'm angry.
4 days since you left me saying, get back together, come back and see me.
3 days in the living room, I realized it's on my phone, couldn't tell you.
Yesterday, you've forgiven me, but it'll still be today, so I'll say I'm sorry.
Hold it now and watch the hoodwink as I make you stop thinking you're looking at my. I summon fish at the come and touch the frying pan. I like wasabi when I bust rhymes, big like really am rhymes, become all about value. Bird Crusher got mad tits, you got watch hits, you go around with them, bust through.
You wanna make a break and take a bake and I like a shaking and then in the fires of the flavors.
Gotta see the strokes and you know that I can't even see the word.
How can I help it when I'm thinking funny when you're mad? Trying not to smile though I feel bad. I'm the kind of girl you laugh at a funeral. I can't understand what you mean, but you soon will.
I have a tendency to wear my mind on my sleeve. I have a street taking off my shoulders.
1 week since you looked at me. Put your heart down your head, that's crazy.
5 days since you tackled me, I still got rug burns on both my knees. Been
3 days since the afternoon. You realize it's not my fault, I'm home too soon. Yesterday, you've forgiven me. Now sit back and wait until you say you're sorry.
Chicken in China, the Chinese chicken. Chicken. Chicken in China, the Chinese chicken. You got the drumsticks and your brain jump chicken.
What's your next files when the lights on? Put down the maze on. Hold the smoke mirrors in this one.
Like I was the thought of getting frantic, like sting up Hendrick, like Snickers guaranteed to set up fire.
Gonna get us out of better cooked and have that kind of time knobs in my irons and always flying off the backswing. Gonna get in tune with Sailor Moon cause that cartoon has got the boom anime beats. Make me think the wrong thing.
You know, it's funny when you're very mad. Try hard not to smile though I feel bad. I'm the kind who laughs at a funeral. Can't understand what I mean, well you soon will.
I have a tendency to wear, I'm not my own sleeve. I have a history of losing my shirt.
1 week since you looked at me, dropped your arm to the side, said I'm sorry. 5 days since I laughed at you and said you did something I thought you were gonna do.
3 days since the living room, realized both to blame, but what can we do? Yesterday you just smiled at me, cause it's still be today till we say we're sorry. Sorry.
It'll still be 2 days till we say we're sorry.
It'll still be 2 days till we say we're sorry.
Birchmount Stadium, home of the Robbie. Yeah, I'm on Smool, motherfuckers!
We're saving that one.
Alright rhymes, alright jokes. All you do is sit home and choke. When you step to the stage, be funny as hell, but people look at you destined to fail. I come spitfire, burn all your asses. This fool's tags are like molasses. My shirts say kinda funny. You step through the door, I steal your honey.